Hi everybody, my name's Fiona and I'm the Events and Programmes Lead at Culture, Health and Wellbeing Alliance, and this is a video version of our June 2025 Bulletin. Just so you know, everything we chat about will be linked in the comments below so you can find out more in your own time. A new equity action plan for CHOA. We've been working for about 18 months on a new equity action plan designed to help our staff and members make positive change and to support those leading the way on equity. We're really glad to be able to share it with you. Click read more for a short director's blog introducing the plan. How do we develop and grow creative heritage, health and wellbeing? 22nd of July, online. A free online roundtable on creative health, heritage and inclusion delivered as a partnership between Culture, Health and Wellbeing Alliance and the Restoration Trust. Reflecting on 2 years at CHOA. Our outgoing events and programmes lead reflects on her time at CHOA. When I first joined CHOA in 2023, I knew I was stepping into something unique, a sector and role that combined creativity, community, care and social change. I couldn't quite have predicted how influential the 2 years would become. Did you take part in Creativity and Wellbeing Week? If you took part in any way, London Arts and Health and Culture, Health and Wellbeing Alliance would like to find out more about your experience to help us create future events and to support the arts and health sector in the best way possible. General sector news. Refugee Week, 16th to the 22nd of June. Find an event near you or discover the amazing resources available online. The theme for Refugee Week 2025 is Community as a Superpower. Simple acts of shared generosity, kindness multiplied to become an unstoppable force. Creative Health Summer School, 14th to the 17th of July, London. The London Arts and Health Summer School will bring together 25 members a day to engage in 4 key themes across the creative health sector. Members will have early access to book-on workshops. Leadership Training, Toolkit for Mental Health, Inclusive Group Singing, June to November, online. A free 8-session webinar series facilitated by Dr. Yoon Irons, Associate Professor of Health and Wellbeing at the University of Derby. £250 micro grants from Creative Lives, deadline 30th of June. Creative Lives is looking for great examples of the impactful ways community-based creative groups make use of social media. They will use an example to help shape the upcoming free resource about social media. Young People, Mental Health and Museums, 8th of July, online. This Kids in Museums event will explore how museums can support young people to maintain good mental health and a positive sense of well-being. It will include case studies from Heritage Doncaster, Hampshire Cultural Trust and the Holborn Museum, as well as Glencairns on the importance of staff well-being. SANE, Creative Arts Awards in Art, Dance and Poetry, deadline 1st of September. The SANE Creative Awards celebrate visual arts, dance and poetry. They are open to people affected by mental illness and their carers and families. Young people explore what creativity can do for their mental health. Arts Council England has commissioned 4 youth-led organisations to find out what young people need to support their mental health and what the role of creativity might be. Findings are now available in a range of creative outputs, including film, art, poetry, prose and music. APPG on children and young people's mental health. You can now watch the Children and Young People's Mental Health Roundtable from the 3rd of June, hosted by the All-Party Parliamentary Group on Creative Health and the National Centre for Creative Health. Subjective Wellbeing and Public Policy. ACE has commissioned a new evidence review from Dr. Daniel Fuara. Imagine if every government decision and every pound spent on public money was judged not just by its impact on economic growth, but by how much it improved people's lives. Digital gallery space designed to remove barriers. Disability Arts Online, DAO, has launched Displace, a new digital gallery space dedicated to removing access barriers to exhibitions while platforming the work of disabled, deaf and/or neurodivergent artists, with a focus on intersectionality. Policy updates and news. Implications of spending review for the arts. Campaign for the Arts has put together a short analysis of the implications of the government's recent spending review. New Public Health and Climate Qualification. To mark World Environment Day, the Royal Society of Public Health and Westminster City Council have announced the successful pilot of a Level 2 award in supporting climate-related behaviour change, among the first in the UK to combine practical public health skills on health improvement with key features of the climate emergency. Report: Impacts of Racial Discrimination on Mental Health. A new University of Manchester report refines a dose-response relationship between racial discrimination and poor mental health, i.e. the negative impact on mental health increases with the number of times and areas in which racism is experienced. NHS funding in the spending review. NHS providers explore the NHS settlement promised by the spending review. Additional funding for health is generous by comparison with other areas, but is complicated by required efficiency savings. The Nuffield Trust has produced similar analysis. How to influence policy. Guidance for trustees. The National Council for Voluntary Organisations has developed strategic advice for trustees on how to influence the current government's policy effectively and protect your charity's voice. Visual arts leaders call for strategic investment. DAX, AN and CVAN have come together to call for statutory investment on the basis that targeted public investment in the visual arts will enhance placemaking and generation, improve well-being and provide economic returns on investment.